Okay, so what is the reason we all are gathered together? So today we are going to learn about the Power BI. Yeah, how many of you know Power BI already? Just because of referring your friend, you came here. Just because of referring your friend, you came here, but you don't know Power BI. Just type yes. But you know already Power BI. Just type N. Yes, letter yes, and then letter N. Okay, if you already know, just type N. No, no, no. Just one of my friend referred, so that is the reason I joined here. Just type yes. Come on, energy, energy with the energy. No need to type yes. Just type yes, letter yes. Superb, awesome, awesome. Okay, so you mean that means most the people don't know what is Power BI, but because of the friend referred, they have joined. So today, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn about what is Power BI. Okay, what is Power BI? So today agenda is what is Power BI. Okay, what is Power BI, and so I will give a two types of definition, guys. I will give two types of definition. One is technical, one is non-technical definition, and another one is a technical definition. And why Power BI? In market, we have so many tools are there, so many tools are there, but why we need to learn a Power BI? So what are the advantages? So if we learn a Power BI, what is the advantage? How I can get benefit? That you can learn. And third thing is like how Power BI will work, how the Power BI will end to end will work, and then jobs at Power BI. So I will open a Naukri and how many jobs are there in Power BI, and then how the salaries in India. That also I will show you, and also these are the common questions. We'll discuss this at the end. So at the end, so like what you learn, what is Power BI, and then why Power BI, how does Power BI will work, and then jobs on Power BI, and then what are the salaries in Power BI, and all we will discuss about that. First of all, what is Power BI? What is Power BI? Power BI is a reporting tool, guys. Just it is a reporting. Okay, Power BI is a reporting tool. What is that? It's a reporting tool from Microsoft. From Microsoft. So hope everyone knows this. Microsoft is a very big company in software industry. Okay, so that has been created this reporting tool. Microsoft is a very big company in software industry that has been created this reporting tool actually. So it is just a reporting tool or visual tool. You can say a visual tool. It's a reporting tool or visual tool from Microsoft. But okay, this is a reporting tool. But the question is why reporting is required. My question is why report is required. General question. General question. Why report is required. Okay, I will give answer, guys. You don't worry. Okay, suppose if patient go to the doctor, if patient go to the doctor, doctor will scan his body, and then he will give a report that so he has high BP. So if and sugar levels and then blood cells levels, everything. So that will be there in the report, right? So based on that report, how the patient will take the decisions? Like suppose if he has a high BP, like you try to eat less spicy items, and then if he has a high sugar, less try to eat less sugar, and then if he has if he has low blood cells, then he try to eat more fruits and all. So based on the report, okay, based on the report, what he is taking a food decisions. Patient is taking food decisions, yes or no? Okay, the same way, whatever the report we create by using the Power BI tool, organizations will take the decisions. For example, if you take Amazon, so Amazon we will set, I will book from my home, and then my neighbors will book, their neighbors will book that. So per day it will be a thousands of orders, not thousands. If you take the worldwide, it will be in a lakhs of orders, right? Okay, lakhs of orders. So that means the data will be generated a lot. The data will be generated a lot. So they will store the data, whatever the data is coming, that will stored in somewhere in Excel, somewhere in flat files or SQL or SharePoint, wherever they have a capability to store his data, they will store. but the data is not in a well defined format. The data will be not cleaned, so they cannot read the data. They cannot read the data. By taking the data, they cannot make the decisions. They cannot read the data and then make the decisions. How can, what kind of report they required? Suppose which country we are performing good, okay, which country we are performing bad, in which country we have which product is top sale and then which product is bottom sale, and then if it is a bottom sale, why it is a bottom sales, and then last year sales and then this year sales compared to the last year sales, whether we our sales is increased or not. Okay, and the sales percentage growth, the percentage growth is increasing or decreasing, all these kind of things we will create a report by taking the data. They cannot directly read this kind of data. So Power BI is also like a visual tool, I said, right? It's a reporting or visual tool. Visual, what is a visual? Visual is also known as a chart or visualization or picture of representing of your data. Suppose if you take a, for example, if you take any charts, like suppose this one, if you take this chart, this is a bar chart, everyone knows this, right? So let's take an example, guys. Okay, if you have any knowledge, little bit knowledge about the cricket, okay, if you have any little bit knowledge about the cricket, so this is a, like a yellow is a Australia and then blue is a India. Okay, so each over wise there, it's a score, it is a 50 hours match. Just imagine that it's a 50-hour match. So that means like 3 hours, 3 hours, total 6 hours match it is, right? Total 6 hours match. So this 6 hours match, so you don't have a time to look at that 6 hours match, but you have this visual. By looking at this visual, you can analyze within a 2 minutes what happened in a match. By looking at this visual, you can analyze what happened in a match, where the wicket got fell down, India wicket got fell down, where Australia wicket got fell down, and which over India scored more, and then which over Australia get scored more. Hello, yes or no? Okay, by looking at the visual, the visuals are very powerful. What it will do, it will convert the detailed data into a summarized way, and then everyone can understand the visuals. Okay, everyone can understand the summary of the data. So what we will do, we'll take the Amazon data or any data, any company's data, so whatever they give, we will convert the data into visuals. Is that clear? The main goal of Power BI is it will convert the data into visual and then give the story. Is that everyone clear, guys? Just type yes. So what is the main goal? The main goal of Power BI is to take the data, raw data, and convert that into the visuals. Convert that into the visuals. Energy. With the energy, you have to be ready to type something. Okay, if I ask to type something, it's an interactive session. You're not listening and then going, guys. Okay, yeah, superb, awesome, superb, super response. Love this response, guys. Okay, keep maintain this. Okay, that way, so that way user, everyone can understand. Even if you see this one, okay, this line chart, by looking at this line chart, so what we can understand, like this is a run rate. Okay, so where India run rate is started and where Australia run rate is started, and then where India wickets got fell down, where Australia wicket got fell down, where Australia run rate is ended, and then where India run rate is ended. So by looking at this visual, within a 1 minute or 2 minutes, you can analyze how the run rate is going on, and then even the pulse rate also. Okay, suppose if the patient is there, and then the pulse rate will go in the line chart, like how the, if the pulse rate is going like the state, the pulse rate is not good, but if the pulse rate is going up and down, that's it. So the same way, like, so the visuals will give the information. Okay, summary information, everyone can understand. Okay, the same way here also, like when you apply for loan, guys, when you apply for loan, so the bankers or broker will ask your PAN card immediately. You know why? You know why? Why because they will check your CIBIL score. They will check your CIBIL score. So if your CIBIL score is in 300 to 550, they will directly say you will not get the loan. But even if your CIBIL score is in 550 to 650, you will get loan, but with the conditions. You will get loan with a condition. If your CIBIL score is in 650 to 750, you will get loan without any conditions. But if your CIBIL score is in 750 to 900, they will ask you to take more. They will ask you to take more. So when you will give the PAN card. So immediately they will enter the PAN card in the civil site. So there they will get this graph actually. By looking at this graph within a fraction of seconds, they will take the decisions. Okay. Why visuals are mainly used to take the decisions very quickly. Visuals will make your decisions very quickly. They will not look at your 5 years transaction, 6 year transaction, and all. They will look at this visual and then immediately says that okay, Srinivas, you will get the loan or you will not get the loan. You will get more loan or you will get so you have to give the proofs and all this. So all these things without proof you will get. So when you have the 750 to 900, so by looking at this graph, they will take the decisions. So that is the reason visuals are very very important. So why visuals? Why we need visual? To make the user understanding, to make the user understanding what is happening a part of business in a summarized way. Okay, that visuals will give that in a summarized way. Based on our Power BI report, end users will take the decisions very quickly. So that is the reason we call it as a BI tool. BI means business intelligence tool, guys. Okay, that is the reason we are calling it as a BI tool. BI tool means business intelligence tool. Okay, hope you understand what is Power BI tool. So Power BI tool, to make the first non-technical definition. Non-technical means anyone can understand this definition. So whether you are a technical guy or non-technical guy, anyone can understand this. So to make user understand what is happening in a what is happening is a part of business in a summarized way, we can display based on our Power BI report. End users will take the decisions very quickly. So that is the reason we are calling it as a BI. BI means business intelligence tool. Okay, that is the first definition. Hope everyone is clear. Just type C. If you are clear, just type C. So whatever the definition I explained, so if you are clear, just type C. Awesome. Super. Okay. So I said two types of definition, right? I will give a two types of definition. The first definition is this one, and then second definition is Power BI is a collection of components. What are the collection of components? What are the components we have? The first one is Power Query. First one is Power Query, and then the second one is Power Pivot. Second one is Power Pivot, and then third one is Power View. Third one is Power View, and then fourth one is Power BI Service. Fourth one is Power BI Service. These are the four components. So the entire Power BI will be based on these four components only. The entire Power BI will be based on these four components only. Okay. Then what is Power Query? What is Power Query? Power Query is a ETL. What is mean by ETL? E means extract. E means extract. T means transform. T means transform, and L means load. So the main goal of Power Query is to, it is a ETL tool actually. So it is a ETL tool. So ETL means what? ETL means extract, transform, and load. What is this, Srinivas? Even we are not understand what is ETL, and then you are giving a full form. But what exactly the ETL? Yes, what is the exact meaning of ETL means? Like, so user may keep his data anywhere, right? So that may be Excel files, SQL server, Oracle server, SAP or Azure, or website, or anywhere. Okay, anywhere he may have the data. Okay, so that data we need to pick. So picking the data is nothing but extracting the data. Okay, picking the data is nothing but extracting the data. So whatever you extract, that may be having a nulls, comma separated, and then it may not have a well-defined structure. Okay, it may not have a well-defined structure. So that we need to transform into well-defined and rows and columns. We need to transform into well well-defined rows and columns. What? Well defined rows and columns. So then after we load into the tables. Then after we load into the tables. So let me give a simple example, guys, so that real time example I will give, so that everyone can understand, even layman can understand. Okay, so suppose everyone little bit aware of agriculture, right? Little bit aware of agriculture. So when the actual rice, మనం తెలుగు in Telugu we'll call it as a వడ్లు, right? So actual rice when you take from the field, so it will have some wastages, right? So you need to remove the wastages, and then you need to pick from the farm. You need to pick from the farm, and then you need to remove that wastages, and you need to transform into actual rice. In Telugu we'll call it as a biyyam, right? So we'll take the original rice, we'll call it as a vadlu. From that vadlu we'll take the biyyam and then we'll load into the bags. The same way, why we need to convert that into the actual rice? Why? Because we cannot eat the raw format of rice, right? The same way, whatever the raw format of data is there, we cannot create a report with the raw format of data. That is the reason we need to transform and then we need to load into the tables. The same way, how you are taking the actual rice and then we are original raw format of rice and then we are converting to the rice and then we are loading to the bags. The same way, we are also picking the data and then cleaning the data and loading into the tables. The main goal of Power Query is pick the data, pick the data, and then clean the data, and then load into the tables. Okay, pick the data, clean the data, and then load into the tables. That is the main goal of Power Query. So hope you understand Power Query. So this, okay, Power Query classes will have 10 to 12 days class case. 10 to 12 days. So what kind of data we may get and how you will clean, and we will take the different things, and then we'll clean the data and then you will understand end to end Power Query, each and every option what we have in a Power Query. So you will understand each and every option in a Power Query. So that is the main goal of Power Query. And then next, Power Pivot. Power Pivot. What is Power Pivot? Power Pivot means it's a modeling, guys. It is a what? Modeling. What is mean by modeling? Modeling means it is a relationship between the tables. It is a relationship. It is a relationship between tables. Okay, why we need to create a relationship between the tables? That is the question now. Why need to create a relationship between the tables? That's the question now. Okay, okay. So again, I'm giving a real example, guys. Okay, real life example. Here I've given real life example, right? Rice, and then that we are converting to the actual rice, and then we are loading into the bags, right? The same way, here also I will give a real example. Okay, suppose you are making a curry, chicken curry. Just imagine that you are making a chicken curry. So for making a chicken curry, so you need to mix the all ingredients perfectly, like whatever the ginger paste and the salt and then mirchi powder and everything. So you need to add that in a correct quantity. If you don't add that in the correct quantity, what happens? The taste will gone. If you add more salt or more spicy, more masala, if you add more masala, then the taste will go, and then user will be angry. User will be angry. So right, the same way, if you don't create a relationship between the table, proper way to create a relationship, then you will not get the proper calculations. You will not get correct calculations. Okay, when you have a proper relationship, then only you will get the correct calculations. Okay, correct calculations. For example, like what is last year sales, what is this year sales, and then what is the sales percentage growth. If you want to get the correct calculations, then you have to have a proper relationship, then only you will get the correct calculations. So that is the main goal of Power Query. Power Pivot. The Power Pivot main goal is to create a relationship between the tables. Suppose you have a customer table and you have a product table, and then you have a date table, or you have a sales table. So it will have the relationship between the tables. Actually, it will have the relationship between the table. This is called a modeling. This modeling is nothing but a Power Pivot. This modeling is nothing but a Power Pivot case. So next one, like this classes, we may have 5 to 7 days class case. 5 to 7 days class. And next we have the Power View. What is Power View? Power View, like these two are back end process case. Okay, these two, that collecting the data and then cleaning the data and then creating a relationship, these are back end process. Like you will take the rice and then that you will convert into the actual rice and then loading into the bags, and then you are preparing curry. So these all are back end process. So you don't know the how hard work you have done and all. Most of the people don't know these are the back end process. This is the front end process. Okay, Power View is a front end process. So like here people will see the visuals. Okay, this is mainly for the presentation purpose. Like how I have shown the visuals, right? These visuals, the same way, end user will see the visualizations in Power View. So Power View is mainly for the presenting the report, presenting the summary, like how the sales is happened, and which month the, like we have a highest sales, and then which month we have a lowest sales, and then which year you have a higher sales, and then which year you have a lower sales, and then which product is performing good, and then which product is performing low, and then if it is performing low, why it is performing low, and all, they will take the decisions. Okay, so actual report will given by the Power View. Okay, this is the front end. All items are ready, and then what you will do, if all items are ready, what you will do, then immediately you will serve the items. Okay, whoever you want, the users, like who are the users you have, who are the customers you have, for them you will serve the items, right? So Power BI service is mainly to servicing purpose, and then collaboration and sharing and collaboration purpose case. Okay, Power BI service is mainly for sharing and collaboration purpose. Okay, so this is like, these classes will have 5 to 7 days class. Okay, you may have 1 or 2 days like extra also, like 8 to 9 days, and here you may have 2 days class. Okay, you may have 2 days class. Along with that, we are also having DAX classes. This DAX class will have a 10 days class. DAX means data analysis expression, guys. It is like same like a Excel formulas, like how in Excel formulas how you will have a sum, min, max, average, if, the same way even DAX also will have the same kind of formulas. So it will have the 10 days class, and then next, along with that, I'm also going to cover the SQL server. I'm also going to cover the SQL server classes, that will be 7 days class. Okay, 7 days class. This is all about the our class days. Okay, so mainly we are going to cover the classes, these areas. Okay, but the components, Power BI components, if someone is asked what are the Power BI components means, it's an interview question also. Okay, so we have a Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, and then Power BI service. These are the four components. DAX is a part of Power Pivot only. DAX is a part of Power Pivot only, modeling only. Okay, so these are the four components, are very very components. Like this is the main goal of Power Query. Power Query main goal is to pick the data and then clean the data and then load into the tables, and then Power Pivot main goal is to creating a relationship between the tables, and then Power View main goal is to presentation the, like whatever the visuals you create. So like visuals we will create in the Power View. Once the report is ready, then we will publish that report in the Power BI service, and then we'll share the report to the end users. Okay, that is the main goal of Power BI service. Hope you understand the collection, like what is the components, what are the components, and then how the components are will of the components will work. Is that clear, everyone? So the collection of components is clear, like Power Query, Power Pivot. So going forward, you will understand the depth of that. Going forward, you will understand so the depth of Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, and then Power BI service. But for now, you will understand only the brief, like what is the main goal of the Power Query, and then Power Pivot, and then Power View, and then Power BI service. Guys, am I audible? No one is responding. Is that clear? Super. Any questions? So far, if you have any questions related to this topic, if you don't have a question, just type in. Come on, the energy required. So throughout the class, you have to be very energetic and then type something. Awesome. Superb. Okay. So this is about the Power BI. Next, in market, we have more than 20 tools, right? In market, we have more than 20 reporting tools are there. 20 reporting tools are there. Why I need to choose? Why I need to choose Power BI? You may have this question. You may have this question. So why Power BI? I will give a 5 points, guys. I will give 5 points why you need to choose Power BI. First, you can go to the trends.google.com, more trending tool. So hope everyone knows this trends.google.com. Okay, hope everyone knows this. So what it will have? It will have more trending topics, like what is trending here. Okay, trends.google.com. So you can open that, and then you can search for the Power BI desktop. You can search for the Power BI, Microsoft Power BI. You can search for the Power BI or Microsoft Power BI. Anything is fine. And then you can see for the last only, not only last you can go for the first 5 years, and then not only India, you can go for the worldwide. So if you see this graph, the Power BI is going up only. It is going up. The trending is always up. Okay, trending is always up. Like sometimes it may have a spikes and then down also, but the December times people, most of the software people will not work, so that time maybe it may be down. Okay, so but it's always be up only. But in reporting tool, before Power BI, there is a number one tool is there, that is a Tableau. That is a Tableau. Okay, not only worldwide, you can go and then select for Australia, or we'll check for some other countries, and you can search for the, so Tableau. With the Tableau you can check for the Tableau. Okay, Tableau, search for the Tableau and check in Australia whether the Tableau is, see, the red is showing the Tableau. Tableau is making consistency, but Power BI is a more, you know, see, earlier, it's used to same like how the where it is started, both are started in the same place, but now it is more trending actually. So earlier, before Power BI, like Tableau is a more trending tool actually, but Power BI is now crossed that. Last 3 years, 4 years, the Power BI is crossed even Tableau, and then it is more trending. It is not my report, guys. It is giving a Google report. Not only Australia, we'll also check for some other countries. You can check for Spain, like in Spain also you can check whether how, see, and in our country, India also will check that. Okay, in our country, in India also we'll check that, like which one is a more trending tool. So the first thing is, so Power BI is a more trending tool in the reporting tools. Whatever the reporting tool you can take, that may be ClickView or ClickSense or anything, or Cognos or anything. So Power BI is a more trending tool compared to those tools. Okay, so that is the first reason. Okay, that is the first reason. Second reason is Power BI will have a more built-in functions. It may have like almost 1500 built-in functions are there. Built-in functions. Built-in functions means, so if you want to write a function, you need to have a coding knowledge. But here, no need to have any coding knowledge. Why? Because everything is a built-in functions. Everything is a built-in function. The functions are already there in the tool. Just you need to go with the button clicks and then use that tools. That's it. So if you go any other tool, reporting tool, you need to write some functions. Okay, to write function you need to have some coding knowledge, but here everything is a built-in functions, you no need to write any code here. Okay, so do we have any demo, Srinivas, the button clicks and all? Yes, I will show some demo. Okay, so this is the tool, guys. Okay, this is Power BI tool. Once you install this Power BI tool, looks like this. Okay, tool looks like this. Okay, okay, so now let me, within a two button clicks, I will do the age calculation, guys. Okay, within a two button clicks, I will do the age calculation. This is the date of birth. So why I'm picking a age calculation? Age calculation is a generic one, so that everyone can understand. So we can do much more, but I'm picking only the age calculation. Why? Because so everyone can understand. And then if you write in Excel also, you need to write a minimum 3 lines of code to uh, calculate the age. And even SQL Server also, you need to write a minimum 5 lines of code to get the age calculation. But here you can get two button clicks. One, age, you can click on age, one button click, and then you can, this is in a duration that you can convert into the years or days or hours or minutes or seconds. So just a two button clicks, I converted this date of birth, date into years. This date of birth, date into years. Even if you want to take a screenshot whether it is converted correctly or not, you can check that later. Okay, so this way everything is a button clicks. It looks like Excel only. Just you need to know how to operate this tool. If you know that how to operate the tools, you can get the 8,000 salary, guys. Okay, so the salaries, I will show you the salaries. Okay, you can get, if you have like 4 years gap, something 5 years gap, you can get like 10 to 12 lakhs of salary, guys. Yeah, the main thing is like you need to understand how to operate the tool. That's it. And you need to have some hard work. Like, so there may be a different kind of data. It's a easy data, you can do that, but when you practice, like even if the data is not cleaned and then if it is not good data also, you can convert that into the well defined rows and columns when you practice it. Okay, but the thing is, no need to write any coding and everything is a built-in functions, so you can use that functions and then you can convert the data. And third point is cost. So the license, Power BI license per user per month, per user per month, it is a $9.99 case. How much? $9.99. $9.99 means, okay, if you take the 70 rupees per dollar, like $10, right? So 700 rupees Indian rupees. But it's a very cheap to the companies. Okay, per, like if it is an organization, 700 is a very cheap. 700 is a very cheap. So that is the reason, like if you take any other reporting tool, they will charge $70, more than $70 per user per month actually. And that too, they will not give this power view, and they will not give this power query and then power view. They will give only this two only. But again, if you want to pay this, so again you need to pay separately for this two, like EDL operation and then modeling, you need to create a separate, you need to pay separately above 70,000 and $70, and also you need to pay extra for those two. But here in Power BI, like for Power BI, everything is in $10, like end to end, like all these are the $10. Because of that, all users are migrating, all users, all clients are migrating to Power BI. All users are migrating to Power BI. So their reports may be in um, ClickView or Cognos or anywhere. So they are migrating. If you have a Cognos reports or like Tableau reports or even ClickView reports, okay, ClickView, okay, ClickView reports, all are migrating into Power BI because of the cost. Like suppose if you take a example, let me take a simple example so that you will understand. Um, Geo came into the market, and earlier we have networks like Vodafone, Idea, Airtel. So these are the, and BSNL. Those are the networks we have. But when Geo is came into the market, so every user is migrated to the Geo. Why? Because they are providing a good service, and then also they are providing very less cost, and then they are providing good offers also. So that is the reason everyone is migrated to the Geo. The same way, guys. The same way. Nothing is different. The same way. So, and also Geo is a brand. Yes or no? The same way Microsoft is a brand here. Microsoft is a brand. It's a very big company in the software industry, and they are giving a good offers, and then end to end with the very cheap cost. So that is the reason all companies, whoever they created these reports, they are migrating into, like you can take any company, for small companies to very big company, all the companies will have that. You may know Wipro or TCS or Infosys or HCL or Tech Mahindra or any company if you take, and if you take any small startup companies also will have the Power BI. Will have more jobs. Okay, so not only for migrating, and also there is a new requirements will come, right? So for that, so we need to have, okay, more resources. That is the reason Power BI is a more crazy tool actually. Okay, and next we have a data connectivity. So earlier it's have a 90 plus 90 plus, sorry guys. Earlier we used to connect the 90 plus sources only, but now they are adding more into 100 plus sources actually. Okay, they are added now 100 plus sources. Okay, it's now 100 plus sources. It's now 100 plus sources. Okay, so more 100 plus sources is connecting, and that too structured data, structured and semi-structured and unstructured data also. What is mean by structured and semi-structured and unstructured? Structured means Excel file. If you take the Excel file, it will have the rows and columns. It will have the rows and columns. Okay, well defined rows and columns. But semi-structured means, like if you take the XML file, JSON file, those will be a semi-structured. And unstructured means raw format of file, raw format of file that maybe uh, only system can read, not human cannot read that. Okay, so most of the reporting tool supports will the structured and semi-structured, but Power BI will support any kind of data, that may be structured, semi-structured and unstructured data, any kind of data. And then user may keep the data anywhere, like that may be in Excel file, flat file, and then SharePoint or database, or anywhere you can keep the data, and then can pick the data, that may be any structured, anywhere, any structured. So Power BI can connect. But if you take any other tools, it will not connect more than 70 plus sources case. But so Power BI can connect like all the sources. If you see this one, okay, if you see this one, so where we can see the all the sources, like 100 plus sources you are saying, right? So if you want to get the data, there is a get data. So in Power BI tool, so you can go there, and then so these are the common sources. But if you want to see all the sources, if you want to see the all the sources, there is more button. You can click on the more button, you can click on more button, you can see all the sources, whatever the sources are there in Power BI, you can see this. So like see, if you see the file category, so like you can connect all the files, Excel file, CSV file, text file, XML file, JSON file, folder, attribute file, and then SharePoint folder, all this kind of files you can connect. And then if you go to the database, and whatever the databases are available in the market, so you can connect all the databases, SQL Server database, Access database, and then SQL Server analysis files, Oracle, and IBM DB2I. So like all these things, okay, so okay, SAP HANA, Sybase, Impala, and see Vertica and the Snowflow, everything you can connect. Whatever the database is available, MongoDB, and then all the databases, whatever the database is available, that you can connect. And then Microsoft Fabric is added recently, so even this is in preview feature actually. So like whatever the things are there in the cloud, it's a cloud based. So this extra feature provided by Microsoft, like you can connect those data, like whatever the data lakes and the data warehouse and all this data, so you can connect, and then even power platforms like Dataverse and then data flows, like so whatever the data is there, you can connect that. And then Azure means it's not only single thing, guys. Azure means okay, all these things are there, like Azure SQL is there, Azure Synapse is there, and Azure Blast Storage is there, and all these things you can connect whatever Azure related. And then online sources, like you can connect dynamic CRM, and also you can connect Google Analytics, and then you can also connect LinkedIn, and you can also connect Facebook, you can also connect Instagram, you can also connect YouTube, you can also connect. Srinivas, you are telling, we are listening, you can tell anything, we are listening. Do you think like that, guys? Why we need to connect the social media? Why we need to connect the social media? That is a question mark. See, it is a professional tool, right? Power BI is a professional tool. Why we need to connect the social media? Why we need to connect the social media? So means, guys, I will tell you. Nowadays, the business is happening in the social media. The business is happening in the social media. How the business is happening in the social media, I will tell you. So I work for a K-12 project. Even you can search in Google also K-12. K-12 means it's a online schooling, online schooling in US based. Okay, it's a online schooling US based school actually. So what they will do, they will create a video, and they will post into different social media platforms, social media platforms. And from there they will get the leads means, so whatever they're posted, so if you click on that link, so you they will land into their websites, right? That landing into that website is nothing but a leads actually. Landing into their website is nothing but a leads. Okay, so to analyze this, okay, we required a one reporting tool. Suppose I posted in Instagram, and then Facebook, and then YouTube, and then Google, and then somewhere and then blah 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 social media I uploaded. Okay, now from where I'm getting the more leads, from Facebook or from Instagram, from our YouTube, or from Google, or from somewhere. So where I'm getting the more leads, and who are registered for the course, and then who are continued for further, and then who are registered and then went back, all these things if you want to analyze. And then which location you are getting more leads, and then which location you are not getting more leads. So all these things, if you want to analyze, we required one tool that is called a Power BI. So for K12 we used to do that, guys. For K12 project we used to do that. And also, if you want to conduct a survey like election surveys, right? So how they will give the surveys exactly? So they will like suppose even last time when US the elections is happened, right, between the Biden and Trump, there is an election happens between them, right? So that time, someone seen my brother profile in the LinkedIn. They contacted my brother. If you create a report for this Twitter analysis, okay, in US people will use the Twitter, right? So if you do the Twitter analysis, if you create a report for us, then per day we'll give the per day we'll give the like per hour, sorry, not per day, per hour we'll give the 1500 to 2000 rupees. So they have completed within a 10 days, and then so that kind of projects also we may get it. Okay, so that kind of thing my brother has done, and then he has given report like that. So how he has given report, like who is getting more positive tweets and negative tweets, each area wise, positive tweets, negative tweets, and then neutral, how many of you are neutral, okay, and each party wise and then person wise, okay, party wise, person wise, party wise how they are positive or negative or neutral, or person wise how they are positive and neutral and negative, each area wise. So they have created a report actually. So that is a kind of a survey only, right? Even if you conduct a survey also, we need to go with the Power BI tool, and then we can create a survey kind of report also. That is the reason. So Power BI can connect any kind of data, any sources, that may be data may be anywhere. So it will connect all kind of sources, guys. Okay, it connect all kind of sources. That is the reason these many sources are there. Even you can connect a web also. Okay, any sources that be there in the market. So all the sources, like user may keep the data anywhere, so they can connect the data, and then they will create a report for the user. Okay, so that is the advantage. We can have a 100 plus sources. So that is the reason. So so even we cannot say that, like suppose if user keeps somewhere in the data, we cannot create a report for them. We don't have the connection. Something we cannot say that. So we can create any kind of connection, and then we can go with any kind of data, and then we can like, so we have this facility to connect the data, and then we can create a report. And then the last point, what is Gartner? Gartner is a company. So what it will do every year, so they will conduct a survey like which BI, they will create a report which BI tool performing good. Okay, so Gartner report on BI reporting tool on 2023, each year end they will create a report. Actually, they will create a report. Okay, you can go with the images. You can go with the images. So there you can see Gartner 2023 magic. Okay, Gartner 2023. So where is the Gartner 2023? This is a 2023, guys. Okay, so if you see here, um, if you see here, see Microsoft GitLab. So this is the new one. Actually, I didn't see this one is a new lab. Okay, so that is the top place, and then second place we have in the Microsoft. But if you see this one, like if you see the 2022 Gartner magic, like where is the 2022? This is the 2022. If you see this 2022, like Microsoft is a top actually. So Microsoft is a top. So Microsoft means not only Power BI, we have a MSBI also. But if you see this 2022 and then 2023, and then now you can see the 2024, 2023, not only 2023, you can go on the 2024. So 2024 report came or not, we'll see. 2024, I think 2024 is not yet in the market. Yeah, it's there in the market. So what they will do, they will create a report like which BI tool is performing good actually, which BI tool is performing good. So that way, like you can see if that one also like Microsoft BI is a top tool. Microsoft BI is a top tool. Like it's not for the BI tools, like it is something else, guys. Uh, okay, it's not BI tool, but Okay, this is something else. Sorry. Okay, I think 2014 is not started, but 2022 and then 2023, if you see this one, like Microsoft is a top of BI tools. Okay, BI tools. If you see the BI tools, like what, which one we have searched, guys? Is that BI tool only? Yeah, this one is a 2023. See here, sorry, those are not reporting tools. That is the reason I am confusing. Okay, so if you see this one, so Microsoft is a top BI tool, and then next we have the Tableau. So earlier Tableau is a top BI tool, but now it's a Microsoft. Microsoft means Power BI we have, and then MSBI. So these two are the Microsoft BI tools. See here, now if you see this one, it's a top BI tool. Okay, so this way, if you see the trending tools also, like trending, and then even Gartner, as for the Gartner report also, we have a more trending tool like Microsoft. Yeah. So these are the five reasons why you need to choose Power BI. So first reason is more trending tool, and then more built-in functions, and then cost wise is very cheap, and then it connect to 100 plus sources, and then Gartner is a reporting tool. It's every time it will give the which report, like which reporting tool is top. Okay, and then important point is whether you have a technical background or non-technical background, or if you don't have any background also. Okay, if you don't have any background also, everyone can learn this and then get the job. Okay, this is one of the important point, and then less competition. So Power BI came into the market actually last 8 to 9 years back, but if you take any real time guys, they will not switch. At least 2 years the people will switch. After 2 years of experience, maybe people will switch. Even the resource will have a lot of you know um, importance, right? So that is the reason even companies also will not leave them actually. Okay, so maximum they will not give. The real time guy will not go with the four switches, not more than four switches. So but we require a lot of resource, right? Because of the cost, and then migration of the reports, and then all these things, we need a lot of resources. But where they are coming, so we need to go, and then if you have at least some knowledge, we can get the jobs. And then easy to learn, especially Excel users. Oh, wait. So I don't know the Excel, so I cannot learn something. Don't think like that, guys. Okay, if you know the Excel, it is an added advantage to you. But if you don't know the Excel, even though you can learn that. Suppose if you want to learn a scooty, if you know how to ride the bicycle, it is very easy to learn the scooty. But if you don't know how to ride the bicycle, even though you can learn the scooty, the same kind of thing, guys. Okay, the same kind of things. If you know the Excel, that it's easy to learn even Power BI. But if you don't know Excel also, you don't worry. I'm here. I will explain everything step by step, so you can understand very clearly. And then it's a part of data science role. In the market, data science role, we have a more and more packages actually. And how the salaries in India. Okay, if you go here and then search for the Power BI salaries, Power BI salaries in India. Okay, you can search for the Power BI salaries. So minimum average salary from 3.6 lakhs to 9 lakhs. So you can open this like sites. Okay, there are so many sites at the glassdoor.com, simplen.com, and then team talent.com is there. So all these things you can payscale.com, all these things you can open, and then you can see like how the salaries, and also you can see the jobs like Power BI jobs. So you can search for the Power BI jobs, and then you can open a Naukari. Like you can see the number of vacancies, how many vacancies are there in Power BI. So you can see the count here. See, the 20 pages are there. You can see the count here. Yeah. So total Power BI jobs. I only search for Power BI. Like if you see the combination of Power BI and MSBI, and then SQL Server, you will get more counts actually. Just I search only Power BI. Okay, so you will have a more jobs. Okay, and so any questions so far, guys? Any questions related to this point? If it is any general question related to the job and all, we'll discuss later. But so whatever we discussed, so is that everyone clear, or any questions or any points? Just type yes or n, guys. Okay, if you have any questions, just type. Yes, or if you don't have any question, just type in. Come on. Yes, Yamini, do you have any questions? Just raising hand means you don't have any questions, or you have a questions. Shravan, any questions? Again, I'm telling guys, so if it is related to the experience and general questions, how many days it will take and all, everything I will give at the end. I'm asking, I specified very clearly, like if any specific related to the topic what I have explained, if you have a questions, ask that one only. If you are clear, just type n, and at the end I will take like how much experience we will keep, and then how we'll go, and then like how many days it will take, and then whether we are getting recorded videos and all this general topics we'll discuss at the end. So whatever the topic I explained, is that clear to everyone? Any questions? If you have a question, just type yes. If you don't have any question, just type in. That's what. Okay, we have to go with a proper way, like, so if you ask some question and then if I stop in between, so the class will go somewhere in a different way actually. Yeah. Thanks guys, hope you thanks everyone for understanding. And then next, how Power BI will work. So the end to end how Power BI will work, so I will show you in the paint case. I will show you in the paint. So this is a Power BI desktop, this is a Power BI desktop, and this is a Power BI service. Okay, imagine that. So Power BI desktop, you will have the, what are the components we have? Power Query, Power Query, and Power Pivot, Power Pivot, and Power View, Power View. So these are the components we have, and then we get the data into different sources. That may be files, that may be databases, and that may be Azure data, that may be Microsoft Fabric data, that may be online sources, that may be other sources. So you may get data anywhere. So you can connect to that to Power BI. That you can connect to Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop is a developer tool, guys. Power BI desktop is a what? It's a developer tool. So you can connect the this tool. This is a Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop. Just imagine that it's a Power BI desktop. So it's a developer tool. What is this? Developer tool. This is a developer tool. So developer can work on this tool, and then um, so they can connect the files. They can connect the files or databases, DBs, or that may be Azure sources, that may be online sources, and other sources, or Fabric, anything. Okay, so Fabric. So anything you can take the data, and then you can create a report by using the Power BI desktop. And then once you create a report, where you will publish it to the Power BI service. So it's a user tool, guys. Okay, Power BI service is a user tool. Like user can access the reports from here. Okay, so Power BI service is, it's a Power BI service. It's a cloud-based tool. Power BI service is a cloud-based tool, like a Power BI service. It's a user tool, I can say user tool. So user can access their reports. So apps.powerbi.com. What is the site, guys? What is the site? So apps.powerbi.com. App.powerbi.com is a site. So we will publish that reports into the Power BI service. So user can go here and they can access the reports. Okay, these are the users, worldwide users. Okay, these are the worldwide users. Just imagine he is a one user, and he is a one more user, and he is a one more user. Just bear with me, guys. The diagram may not looks good. Just bear with me. So these are the users. They can connect the Power BI service, and then they can access the reports. Okay, they can access the reports. So these are the users case. So they can access the reports. But what is that? This gap? This gap is a, this is a gateway. So we haven't discussed about the gateway, right? So we discussed about the Power BI desktop and then Power BI service. But what is this gateway? So gateway. So to understand, before to understand the gateway, you need to understand about the sources. You need to understand about the sources. We have two types of sources, guys. Okay, one is offline source, and another one is online sources. Okay, online sources. So in offline sources, we have a category like files. We have a category like files, and then DBs. All this comes under offline sources. But online sources will comes under like web and Azure, Fabric and Fabric and HTML. So all these are comes under online sources. All this comes under online sources. Okay, people may call it as an offline sources or on-premises sources also. Okay, so these are in a two categories. Okay, these are in a two categories. Let me give an a simple example how this offline and then online will work. Suppose let's take a simple general example. So there is a canal, water is going on in the canal. If you want to take that water into your field, just you need to cut that canal and then get the water into your field. So for that you don't require any motor. Hello, agree? Just type A. Agree? Just type A. Okay. So there is a canal, water is flowing in that canal. Okay, if you want that water into your field, so just you need to cut that canal and get the water. So hello, hey, no one is aware of the agriculture. No one is typing agree. So you don't require any motor, right? For the కాల్వకి మోటార్ ఏం అవసరం లేదు కదా. జస్ట్ కాలువలో ఉన్న వాటర్ పొలంలోకి రావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? జస్ట్ గండి కొట్టేస్తే వాటర్ వచ్చేస్తాయి. బట్ ఇఫ్ దట్ ఈజ్ దేర్ ఇన్ అ well or bore well or well, so you need to fit the motor and then only the water will flow into బాయిలో ఉన్న వాటర్ కానీ బోర్లో ఉన్న వాటర్ కానీ మనకు రావాలి, పొలంలోకి రావాలంటే we required a motor కదా. So we required a motor. So offline sources is kind of a well. Okay, it's a kind of well. Okay, you required a motor. You required a motor um, to bring the data. But for online sources like a canal, we don't require any motor. So that motor is nothing but a gateway, guys. The motor is nothing but a gateway. So gateway, you can say gateway is a bridge between your offline sources and then Power BI service. So if you so user suppose if user posts the data like daily he is filling the data into files and then databases. So if you want to sync once we create a report, or if you want to sync the data into here in the Power BI service, you need to have a one motor. The motor is nothing but a gateway. So gateway, what it will do, whatever the data is here, that will take the data into the Power BI service. But online sources we don't require any motor, like so we don't require any gateway. So directly whenever you set up a refresh, automatically the data will flow into these reports. Am I clear? So this is the end-to-end architecture of the Power BI, guys. Okay, this is the end-to-end architecture of the Power BI. So so it is taking the different files data and taking the data into the Power BI desktop, and then once we create a report, we publish into the Power BI service. So from there, like you need to set, sorry, you need to set up the these things like gateway. So from there we'll take gateways, like when we require a gateways, like when we have offline sources we require a gateway, but if it is online sources we don't require a gateway, like it is take the data and then load into the Power BI service. Okay, this is the end to end architecture of the Power BI service. This is the end to end architecture of the Power BI service. Any questions, guys? Any questions in the architecture, like end to end is clear? Just type C if you are clear. Superb. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Okay, so jobs we have seen and then salaries also we have seen, but the general questions. What are the general questions we have? Like, do we require any programming skills to learn Power BI? We don't require any programming skills, guys. So these are the common questions I'm reading. And who are eligible for this course? Any degree if you complete, like that, maybe BA, BCom, or BSc or anything. Okay, any degree, and even diploma people also eligible to learn this course, and then they can get the job. And then class timings daily morning 7 to 8 a.m. So 45 days we'll have, and then Power BI plus SQL Server I will teach. Okay, so And earlier we used to have giving the old recorded videos, but we are going to give the live or recorded videos, guys. Okay, every day we'll record a video and then we'll give that recorded videos. And then fees is 8,000, and then classes will be Monday to Saturday, guys. The classes will be Monday to Saturday. Okay, Monday to Saturday. And then so we'll also I will also give the placements. So placements means I will not give any placements, but I will do the proxy. Suppose if you post your resume in Naukari, you are getting a calls, so I will give a support actually, like, so I will give a proxy. So this we will discuss in offline, not we cannot discuss here, like we'll discuss that in offline. And then once you get the job, we'll also support, that is an offline support, guys. Okay, that is also offline support, how much experience we can keep, and then all we'll discuss this in offline. Okay, so so far is clear, right? But you understand something about the power BI, but you need to understand something about me, why you need to learn from my from me. Yeah, so can I explain something about me, guys? Can I explain something about me? Within a 2 minutes I will close, guys. Just type yes if you want to. Super. Awesome. Okay. So as you know, my name is Srinivas Pujari, guys. So I have total in IT. I have total plus 13 plus years of experience. So I'm teaching last 4 years. I'm teaching for 5 years. I'm teaching Power BI plus SQL Server, and we have placed almost 500 plus people. Um, so like mostly the salaries like 10 to 20 lakhs in between. So I have placed almost 500 people. So, like, so how you got here, how you are here means like someone referred your friend, right? Yes or no? Okay, someone you referred your friend because of they know me, so that is the reason they referred. I didn't post anywhere in the Facebook, Instagram. I didn't post anywhere. So because of your friend refer, you are here. Be- your friend means is a previous my student. Yes or no? Hello? Just so you came like that only or in a different way? So some people may have seen in a YouTube and then they came. So even in YouTube also, if you go there, like, so if you see the comments, like how they are, people are giving the comments and then how they are understanding my classes and all. So from there also they make it, some people came from there. Okay. And how I started, it's not kind of a Amirpet Institute, guys. It's not kind of a Amirpet Institute like giving us course and then living without supporting. We will not live like that. We will give a course, and then even we'll help for the resume preparation. And then if you are not getting a calls, why we are not getting the calls and all, we will look at your Naukari profile and all. And so even previous people also will support. Okay, so how we have started, like, so the main goal of PCF, it is a one motto is there. So I will give a 1 minute story. So what is the main motto of PCF? Okay, so the main motto of PCF is, um, like, let me give you a simple story. Just imagine that there is a hell and heaven, guys. Okay, just imagine, I'm not saying believe, I'm just imagine. Okay, I'm not saying that, imagine there is a hell and heaven. Okay, swargam narkam undi ankondi. So in that, like, whatever the facilities we have in a heaven, the same facilities we have in hell people also. Okay, but the thing is, heaven people are more happy, but hell people are not happy. So they are always like and also there is some condition. There is also some condition, like to heat the food, they will tie very very big spoons. They cannot fold their, fold their hands actually. So without folding hands we cannot eat the food, right? Without folding hands we cannot eat the food. So that is the condition actually. So everything is same, playing same, and food is same, and everything is same in the hell and heaven. Sargamlo narkamlo anni same kani, only one thing, that they have tied while eating food, they are tied very 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 big spoons to eat the food. But heaven people are eating the food, but hell people are not eating the food. You know why? The reason is, you know the reason? Simple reason, guys. Simple reason, help people whatever the food is coming to nearby them, so they cannot eat that food, they cannot eat that food, even though they will grab that food and then it will fell down, and then even you cannot able to eat that food and then other cannot to eat that food. But in the heaven people, okay, what heaven people will do, even though their hands will tie, I will feed you and you can feed me. So like whatever I like, you can feed me, and then whatever you like, I will feed to you. Are you understanding? మీకు ఏదైతే ఇష్టమో నేను తినిపిస్తా, నాకు ఏదైతే ఇష్టమో మీరు తినిపించండి. సో help each other, helping hands. You can help me and then I will help you. Okay, help each other, grow together and make our life easy. That is the main motto of PCF, guys. What is the main motto? Help each other, grow together, make our life easy. That is the main motto. Even the previous students also will help you guys. The previous students also will help you. You will like so there is a community group, you can add that into the community group once you completed this 45 days course. So there is a WhatsApp group, like the 500 plus people are there, you will be added in that group. So uh, you will add it in that group, so that there you can ask your questions. Like suppose real time people are there, they are searching for the question, so they are searching for some answer, they will post that in the group. So you can search that in the Google and then you can give the answer. So because of that, that person can win and then your will be win. Okay, or suppose you are asking one question, the real time people will give the answer, so that you will win and then other person. So by searching, you can learn that. So if that, okay, this kind of question, so what we can search and then we can give the answer. Like by searching you are learning, right? So you are learning and then other person problem is also solving. So that means it is a win-win situation. Win-win situation means you are winning and then other person also winning. So we are making the things like very easy to win-win situation, so that everyone can win. So this kind of support is there, so that is the reason you can learn from me. And it's not kind of Amirpet Institute, so we are like supporting the people, and then because of the supporting, they are referring the more people actually. Okay, so is that clear everyone? Okay. So before taking the Q&A questions, okay, I will take the Q&A. Like if you have any questions, you can ask that. Before taking that, so I will take one or two people experiences, like who are got job earlier. So they will give their experience within a 1 or 2 minutes, and then after that I will take your questions. Is that okay, everyone? Is that okay, everyone? Hello. Just type yes. Come on. Okay. Who are joined recent? Like who are joined, guys?
Yeah, hi Srinivas. This
Yeah,
is
hi.
Srinivas Reddy.
Yeah, Srinivas Reddy is joined, guys. Okay, Srinivas Reddy. Okay, to give the background about Srinivas Reddy, so he worked earlier, like so after his MBA, like he has almost 10 years gap actually. After his MBA, 10 years gap. Okay, if someone is feel I have this much gap, like how can I get the job? After 10 years, he get the job, and then now he is working for a 18 lakhs package. It's also company. Okay, so earlier he used to work for a petrol bunk and gas agency manager at a village. Now he came here and then he proved, like last 3 years he's working, last 2 years, 2.5 3 years, almost 3 years, he's working in a company and getting 18 lakhs package. Okay, Srinivas, go ahead and then tell about your experience and then how the PC process will be.
Yeah, hi all. Good morning all. So myself Srinivas Reddy. I have completed my MBA in 2009. After that I have been worked as a manager in Bharat Gas and Petrol Pump. So cooking gas, right? So I have worked on in Bharat Gas. But my goal is like software job. When I'm searching for a job, one of my friends suggested me that Srinivas is my classmate actually. Srinivas is started PCF team in 2020, and he's placing so many people in software jobs in top MNCs like Infosys, Cognizant, so many top MNCs. So when I was met Srinivas, Even I don't know, he has already placed 300 plus software jobs in 2020 in top MNCs. So immediately I contacted Srinivas. He also received my words seriously. So after completion of my Power BI course, within 2 weeks, I got a job in a top MNC guys, in Cognizant with a 11 lakhs package. So currently I'm working in one of the top MNC with the 18 lakhs package. After 10 years gap, I got a job with the help of Srinivas. So finally, I fulfilled my goal with the help of Srinivas. Srinivas classes will be like easy to understand everyone. In PCF, not only Power BI and SQL classes, you can also get motivational speeches that would be helpful to us. So just believe yourself and believe Srinivas. Definitely, you will get success. Wish you all the best, guys. Yeah. Thanks for giving this opportunity, Srinivas.
Yeah, thank you, Srini. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so hope you understand, right? Even if you have a gap, also that will be happens. Like, is there anyone else we have like Yakendar, Mamata? Is there anyone else we have?
Yeah,
I
hi, sir.
think no one.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah, Mamata. Guys, um, I want to give a brief background about Mamata actually. So she has completed his her NCA, and then after that, she was there like a housewife only,
2014, yeah.
but yeah, but because of her friend reference, she came to know about PCF. Like she got initially she got the job in Cognizant with the 8 lakhs or 9 lakh package. Now she got 13 lakhs package recently. Again, second switch actually. So first Cognizant, then now if it is in another company like with the 13 lakhs package recently, like 2 days, 3 days back, she got an offer. Yeah, Mamata, please go ahead and give your background, like how you have experienced and all.
Sure, sir. Uh, Hi, friends. Good morning. My name is Mamata. Actually, here I wanted to share my success story from this PCF. Here, actually, I joined in June 2021 in this one of the batch. So here I have, after I joined the 2 months, I got a job in Cognizant with a good package of 9 lakhs. Here I have learned so much from the Srinivas sir, and to achieve, he will very supported and very guided person. Then I continue my career around 2 years in Cognizant.
Hello. Now she is switching to another company. So, hello, Mamata, are you there?
He face challenges, if he face any challenges, he will support it. Not to get more skills and improve my. Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are Adam.
So to achieve to better opportunity, and then I moved to the just I wanted to search another opportunity. So recently I have selected for the Accenture with the 13 lakhs packages with the support Srinivasa and guidance. So thank you for your support
And
and
then Mamata also referred a lot of her friends actually. Yes,
yes.
Mamata, and everyone got
The
a job.
one number of persons have got offer letter from many companies.
Like,
Yes.
how many she
Offered
referred?
10 up
All
to
those,
10 members. Everyone got selected.
and our own sister also. She is working in Delight.
Yes, he is working in Delight. She's working in
Yeah.
Delight.
So guys, so it is not for giving like. Thank you, Mamata. Thank you so much for your words.
Yeah,
So
thank
it's
you,
for
sir.
a
Thank you for
motivation for
support.
them. Like so, if people are giving a feedback, so it is a motivation for you guys. So that is the reason I'm asking them to give a feedback. Um, Actually, so even you have to dream like this. So I need to come and then give a feedback like this, so that everyone can you know motivate themselves. You have to be a see yourself there. Okay, so it's a good opportunity, guys. Definitely you will prove yourself, and then you will get a job. Like I don't know how many up and downs you have seen so far, but I will ask you last question, guys. Okay, last question. How many of you give the answer? I will tell you. So, what is the best investment in the world? What is the best investment in the world? Money, sorry, land, or gold, or something else? What is that? Just type anything. Okay, whatever you feel, just type it. No need to unmute yourself and then type it. Time, knowledge, knowledge. Yes, come on, go. Come on, guys, type whatever you have in mind. So I cannot say anything. Okay, so everyone is right. Their words, but I will give simple thing. Yeah, knowledge. Most of the people are going for knowledge. Actually, yes, guys. So if you have a knowledge, like if you improve yourself, that may be any decisions will be there. Okay, education with that. So keep invest on yourself. Okay, invest yearly. You can keep only 10,000 on yourself. Definitely you will see uh, yourself in somewhere, guys. After 5 years you will be there somewhere else. Okay, so you keep on learning, keep on invest yourself, and then you will learn lot of things. But human nature అని చెప్పనా. So whatever the important things, whatever the good things, so for good things people will think a lot. ఒక మంచి బుక్ కొనాలంటే, if you want to buy a good book, so you will think for the 200 or 150 rupees book, you will think a lot. But if you want to go for movie, you will go very simply. That is the human nature. Where you want to invest correctly, so where you want to improve yourself. If you improve yourself, if it is a corona or anything or any resistance, you will be sustained. You have that confidence to, I will go anywhere and then I will live a life, good life. So that much confidence you will get when you keep investment on yourself. Okay, this is the best opportunity, guys. Try to understand and then use this opportunity, and then make your life happy, and make it as a heaven.